Don't bother me, I'm working. Don't bother me.
So YouTube, chillin', just riding. I figure I'd give y'all something. So look, man, you gotta raise your standards, man. You gotta understand. Like, put it this way: everything that I ever set out to do, I've done it. I said I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I done it. I said I wanted to be I want to own rental property. I done it. I said I wanted to make money online. I done it. I said I want to invest in stocks. I done it. I said I wanted to buy a Cadillac. I done it. I said I wanted to buy a Range Rover. I done it. I said I wanted to anything I said I wanted to do. I did it. I wanted to get in the shipyard. I did that. I wanted to move in an apartment that was in walking distance in that shipyard. I did that. Anything. I swear to God, you manifest stuff to you. But the bigger your dream and the bigger the goal, then the longer it would take, but you can do it. So if you try to manifest something that's like, look at the state that you're in right now. And then look at the goal that you're trying to get to. How realistic is it? If it seems realistic, then you're going to manifest it faster. If it seems unrealistic, then it's going to take a while. It might take a few years, but you can get to it as long as you continue to believe, have faith in it, and then work towards it. But you definitely can do it. But you got to stay focused. You got to use your time wisely. Stop playing games all day. Stop watching TV all day. I'm telling you, how many times listen, you can't know what's going on the show. You can't be part of the conversation. You're going to have to switch it up. So when you ain't talking at work, when your coworker's saying, "Oh, you ain't see that when so-and-so smacked so-and-so on the show," you gonna have to say no. And then what's going to happen is you're gonna stop hanging with them all together, and they're gonna call you whatever they want to call you. But at the end of the day, you just that much closer towards your goals, and they not, because they comfortable, they enjoy it, and that's fine. That's good for them. But for you, you want more, so go get more. Stop playing. Stop playing. You gotta want this stuff. You gotta be obsessed with this stuff. Use your time wisely. And then you gotta follow people who are aligned with what you're trying to do. So for example, you follow me, great. Now keep a close eye on me. You need to be following me on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter. You need to fucking stalk me. You know what I mean? If you feel like I done something that you want to do, stalk me. And then you get to about 20 other people who are exactly the same and do that too. So you might want to get me, Grant Cardone, Juan Pablo, the Eric Thomas, any of those type of self-help motivational people. Somebody that you feel like you can resonate with. And no, I'm not trying to put myself on the same plateau as anybody. I'm just giving you some ideas of what you can do. However, I do feel like I am. You know what I mean? Like I tell you, I'm rich already anyway. Like I am. I don't need outside validation for that. That's already within me. I'll show you how my rental. I just ride past to check on it. But anyway, you might remember that video. Remember that house from my early videos when I was living there. But anyway, yeah, man, you gotta stay focused, and you can't do what you like. I'm telling you, if you still got the same friends that you had in high school, and you 25 and up, there's a good chance that you being mediocre, unless those friends are doing exactly what you're doing, and y'all all successful entrepreneurs or business people or whatever you trying to be together. If y'all all been successful together, then that's great. But if you still got them same friends, every single one of them, something wrong. You're probably not growing. You got to separate. I'm still friends with those people, but I don't see them very often at all. You know what I mean? One of my friends, he got locked up so many times. He's in another state now, locked up. I don't know. He might be free right now. You know what I mean? I still consider him a friend, but at the end of the day, I ain't with him every day. I can't talk to him every day. We have nothing in common for what I'm trying to do. Once they elevate, we can talk every day. You know what I mean? I try to elevate. Every time I talk to my friends, I tell you, they get everything that y'all get. You know what I mean? As like I tell my people, my brother, same thing with my brother. He get everything that y'all get. You know what I mean? And it's just, you got to elevate yourself. You got to change the company that you're around. And another thing too, because I'm just freestyling. I don't even have an old topic. When you start a business, right? People told you that there's going to be peaks and valleys in this business, right? Did you understand what they meant by that? Peaks and valleys. So the peak is the highest of the mountain, and then the valley is below the surface. So in other words, a valley is below the regular ground surface. So that means that you might end up going lower than what you were when you were just a regular working person at a regular 9-to-5 job. And you got to be able to take that. You know what I'm saying? So you can't just be there for the highs. You got to be able to fight through the lows too. That's why I came in this with a mindset that I don't care if I lose everything, I'm not going back to get a job. And I tell you, when I fight, I mean, almost every day, I probably had that thought creep in my mind because it gets so hard sometimes. And then other times it's like, damn, I wish I would have been done this because it's so good. So, but you gotta be prepared for those loads. You gotta fight. You gotta run off your own energy. Like, I listen to motivate. I got so many different. I'm subscribed to so many different YouTube channels that I listen to. And I run out. It got to be at least 100, 200 channels that I watch for motivation to keep me motivated. And they get old because motivation is temporary. You got to have something inside of you to keep you going. That's why I got to be bigger than me. Because if it was just about me, I would have quit a long time ago. Because I don't care enough. You know what I mean? Like I tell you all the time, I know that cash is nothing. It's fucking paper. It's a green piece of paper. I don't care enough to keep going. I don't want that paper that much. I don't give a fuck about a nice car that much or a nice place to stay. I go and live in, give me a hotel, a motel room. You know, I'm good. But then I think about my family. Then I think about the generations after me. You know what I mean? Then I think about, well, you know what? I do like to be free. I do like to move on my own terms. Well, if I can create enough wealth, then I can move how I want to move and not worry about anything else. And so I think about those type of things. You got to have stuff that's bigger than you. It can't be just about you. And so if you're single and you don't have a family, fine. But you got to just think of something that's bigger than you, though, because that's not going to get you through it. That's why they always say you got to love what you do. Now, I teach you that you don't necessarily have to love what you do, but if you can find something that you're the best at and you keep doing it, you'll learn to love that because you always love what you do. If you keep winning in something all the time, after a while, that's all you want to do because you like the feeling of winning. You know what I mean? So that'll end up being your passion. That's what happened to me with this cleaning stuff. Once I realized that I was the best at it, hell, let's keep going there. Just like with the YouTube channel, it was an experiment. I put out a couple of videos. I finally put out a cleaning business, how to start a cleaning business video. That one jumped up a little bit more than the rest of them. Then I put out the truth about Janet King. That one jumped up more than the rest of them. I said, hey, I found my niche. And it seems like I know more than everybody else about this. I'm going to roll with it. And it might not even be that I know more than everybody else about it. It's just that I'm willing to share the information, unlike other people. Or I might just be better at sharing the information. You know what I mean? But you got to find your niche and you got to find what you love to do. And then if you don't know what you love to do, then do what you're good at until you and figure out a way to monetize it and systemize it, and that'll be your thing. That's how you find your passion. And I was listening to Evan Carmichael earlier. I was out cleaning. And I was listening to Evan Carmichael, and he said, if you can find two things that you like, because sometimes it's more than one thing, right? So if you might want to get 2 or 3 things. So for example, I know that I like to teach. I know I like financial education. I like finance and wealth and all of that, business. And then I also know that I'm just completely gifted at music and rapping. I make beats, then I rap also, and I have to be good at all of it. So I say, well, why don't I combine it all and try to spread a positive message while rapping? And so there you go. So then I go work on a rap album. You know what I mean? And that's the thing that you have to do. And just like, that's why I'm doing Simmons School of Business. I love business. I also like to teach. Well, fine. Make a fucking school about teaching then. Like, you got to combine combine things that you do. Another thing, like with YouTube. All right, I know that I know about, because before I even started I was trying to figure out, well, what can I talk about? Because I knew that if I just did strictly motivational stuff, all I could do was recycle. You know what I mean? You'll hear so many repeated Eric Thomas lines and all the other guys. What's my other, Gary V and whoever else, Robert Kiyosaki. You know what I mean? You'd hear so many of their lines that it offers no value. But once I started realizing, you know what? Why don't I just tell them what I know? What do I know the most about? And I said, damn, I read all that fine print, that entire thick-ass booklet that the Jan Pro and Janet King franchises gave me and Coverall gave me. I know about that. Why don't I just put that out there? Because I'm sure people curious about it, and there you go. Found a niche. And it's going to last forever, because as long as those opportunities are available, people are going to need that information. And I can't see them going anywhere. They relatively new, actually. A lot of it, like, this stuff hasn't been around. And I feel like it's going to stick around because it's a great way to become an entrepreneur at a low cost and it provides a great opportunity for people to get out here and just at least taste entrepreneurship. So I carved out a niche in that. So you got to figure out, just how what can you do to provide value to the world? You know what I mean? What can you do to create an extra income, to actually create multiple sources of income, to create abundance, to create happiness for yourself? What's gonna make you happy once you start to do it? You know what I mean? So, but like I said, I'm just ranting off. I'm just giving y'all things, and no, I'll do a video on that later. I'm gonna do my next video on YouTube channel, like some advice on starting a YouTube channel, my top 10 tips for starting YouTube. So I'll do that next. But I thank y'all for watching, subscribing, liking, sharing, and commenting. And I truly do appreciate y'all. I really do. All the comments I get, the emails that I get, I do my best to try to get to them all. And I just thank y'all. So, AJ Simmons.